Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stand Gamers, and welcome. So today I want to show you around a rather interesting little creation, something I like to call the ROMBUS. Now, if you've ever seen them strange adverts on TVs for these electronic vacuum cleaners that roam around your house and clean up for you while you're out, this is basically the concept behind it. You can see as it goes over various rocks, it either pushes them out the way or collects them up, as you can see it's doing there. And say you're mining away, like you've got this roof little platform here, and you've got even the elite drill bit here. You're mining the tunnel out, you want more different compartments maybe in your base, so we're just digging away some rocks. You can see all the rocks are actually coming around, and we'd have to manually collect them up, and it's just making a mess of our base floor. If we decide to come in here and land a ship while this is happening, the ROMBUS will just come on by, either shunt them out the way or collect them up in the various containers. And in this current setting, it's set up to GPS mode, so it'll go between the GPS points that I've actually set up, but you can set them up in a wider or shorter area, or even put in precision mode, or alternatively you can use the sensors that are on board it, and it will go back and forth between the two walls itself. So you can see it slowly collects them up as it goes between the 2 points, shunting a few out the way, collecting them in the side points. So let's just see what it does here when it goes back through there. So it's collecting another one up, collecting another one up there, pushed 1 or 2 to the side, but even if they push to the side, they'll be collected up by the side scoops, and that's why I've tried to go with this rounded sort of design for it. Now the actual machine itself, on top we've got the 4 collectors, so we've got one on each side, and we've got the cargo container in the middle. That's good enough for a few drops, and especially if you're mining out stone, the best thing you can do with this is you can offload and just dump the stone off the edge out the side of one of the ROMBUS's sort of connectors. So let's give this thing a little bit more of a real test. So we'll go into number 5, we'll get our drill out, and we'll just start mining up above. I'll try not to get pushed down by too many of the rocks, but we'll just try to drop an absolute shit ton of rocks down on that thing. This will also work if you're a very messy builder, and say for instance you're building a lot of different things and you're just leaving components absolutely everywhere. The ROMBUS can come along, collect them off the floor. It does have some problems picking up steel plates that I'll show you in a minute if I just spawn some in a moment. So there we go, we've made an absolute mess of rocks and stone. So the ROMBUS is coming through, collecting some up, and then it'll come back on the second run and collect a few more up. And what I've also noticed is as it's pushing the stones out the way, it collects them up into a neat little pile. So when it comes back through, it then collects more up on the second run. So let's put a drill away and just see it collect a few of these up. If the bit hasn't actually been filled up inside, so it's collecting the side ones up, it's coming through the center, collecting some more up, collecting them rocks all for us. It's just so lovely. I love automated little simple systems like this that require no notifications. So there it goes, it's turning back, collecting a few as it goes. The only problem is with these connectors, when it sucks them in, they have to be basically dead on top of it. So it'll clear this up over a slow period of time as it goes back and forth. I might try to develop a system where it can detect the rocks on the ground and then go and move to them and then pick them up. So there you go, it's just going to dart back across and keep scanning across. And since it's in that set GPS pathway, it will continue until all these rocks are gone or have been pushed off the side. So let's actually have a quick look. Is it going to collect some more up in this area? Scoop through there, you can hear them being sucked up the side. There we go, there's another one sucked in. Just a simple little design, great for clearing away the debris and the rocks from your actual base. So what I'm going to do now is if I go to the add in a menu, so if I go to, yes, let's go into the developer menu for a moment, just make sure I've got everything on here, and then we can actually add ourselves in. Maybe we'll spawn a missile container and just see how it vacs that up, and we'll also spawn steel plates just to see if it's possible for it to actually vac steel plates up, or will they be too flat for it to detect. So steel plates, let's see if it gets the missile container, or it might just go past it completely. It looks like it's going past it. Yeah, it's turning back around. Steel plate, there we go, spawn one of them in. So let's just spawn one of the steel plates in its path and just see if it collects this up. I'm just going to drop it there, see if it sucks it up or not. Okay, it didn't get the side one, didn't do that one either. So that could have just because it wasn't close enough, so we'll drop another one in its pathway as well. Since it's just going between the GPS points at the moment, I'm getting in the way of it as well. It's getting a little bit pissed off. Is it going to suck it up? No, so steel plates, like I said before. Oh, hang on. The steel plate is gone, so technically it did suck it up. So that means it can detect and pick up most of the blocks available to it. Anyway, just a simple, nice little design for collecting up some of the rocks around your station and making it a little bit tidier without the hassle of going to pick each one of these up individually. Anyway, let's thank you guys next time, and I'll see you again.